The movie begins with actress Jenna Gennaro crying out in pain while desperately telling someone over the phone that she cannot tell anyone what is happening to her. Strange, oversized black bumps have suddenly appeared on her leg, and in desperation, she tries to cut them off herself. But before she can figure out what is happening, her dog begins barking as if someone has entered the house. A mysterious man appears, and Jenna is killed. Soon, reports of her disappearance begin spreading, but no one knows the horrifying secret behind her death. The story then shifts to Samantha Lake, a 40-year-old actress who is desperately trying to revive her fading career. She arrives for an audition, only to find herself surrounded by younger, fitter women. Among them is Chloe, a young woman Samantha once babysat 10 years earlier. Samantha expects to meet the director, but instead, she is forced to audition like everyone else. The audition goes badly, and Samantha soon discovers why. She secretly recorded the panel discussing her age, and they make it clear that the studio will not sign a 40-year-old actress. Instead, they tell her to lose weight and consider some of the treatments currently available. One clinic keeps appearing in advertisements everywhere, the Shell Clinic. Samantha already struggles with psoriasis and takes medication for it, so the rejection hits especially hard. Later, she goes on a date, hoping for at least one good experience, but things quickly fall apart when the man recognizes her from an old television show. After finding out which show it was, he insults it, and when he notices Samantha's psoriasis during the date, he immediately loses interest. Humiliated, Samantha returns home and watches an interview with Zoe Shannon, the glamorous CEO of Shell. Zoe is 68 years old, yet she looks unbelievably young, making Samantha wonder whether the clinic might actually be the answer she has been searching for. The very next day, Samantha visits the Shell Clinic, where she is immediately required to sign a strict non-disclosure agreement. The clinic's co-founder, Dr. Thaddeus Brand, explains that certain organisms, including jellyfish and lobsters, possess unusual enzymes that allow them to resist the normal effects of aging. According to him, Shell has genetically altered one of these enzymes so it can work with human cells and eliminate visible signs of aging. But just as Samantha is preparing to undergo the treatment, she notices Chloe at the clinic and suddenly becomes suspicious. She considers leaving, but Dr. Hubert stops her and tries to convince her that the procedure is safe. He shows Samantha photographs of patients whose severely damaged skin supposedly healed completely after treatment. He even promises that the treatment can cure her psoriasis. Samantha asks whether it is dangerous, and Hubert admits there are risks because it is technically a surgery, but insists that it is painless. If she continues the treatment consistently for 20 years, he claims she will not look even one day older than she does now. Samantha is still terrified, but she encounters Chloe again before the procedure. Chloe reveals that she got the role Samantha had auditioned for, but she has already decided not to take it because she is about to become Catwoman. Samantha admits that she is nervous, and Chloe reminds her of something from childhood. Years earlier, Samantha took Chloe to swimming lessons, and Chloe had been terrified. Samantha had told her that maybe she was not as scared as she thought she was. Chloe says she still repeats those words whenever she gets nervous, and now she gives those same words back to Samantha. Encouraged by Chloe, Samantha finally agrees to undergo the treatment. A series of treatments is performed on her, and afterward, the doctors announce that everything went perfectly. Even her psoriasis has disappeared. Samantha leaves the clinic amazed by the transformation, and for the first time in a long while, she feels confident. Soon an invitation arrives for Zoe Shannon's Christmas party, and Samantha begins believing that her life may finally be changing. Samantha becomes more confident and starts pushing herself harder at the gym. Then she attends Zoe's Christmas party, where Zoe approaches her personally. Zoe reveals that she had wanted to meet Samantha at the clinic and remembers watching Samantha's old television show with her sick mother. She tells Samantha that she still looks exactly the same as she did years ago, and then casually reveals another effect of the treatment. It can even increase a person's height. Samantha had never been told that. During dinner, she discovers something even stranger when she realizes the food being served is made from Zoe's old skin, which Zoe claims is extremely rich in protein. Samantha is horrified, but reluctantly continues eating. Later, while wandering around the house, she hears strange sounds coming from one of the rooms and discovers Zoe inside. Samantha tries to leave by claiming she needs to feed her cat, but Zoe stops her and starts talking about how enjoyable the first month of the treatment had been. Zoe tells Samantha that she needs to stop constantly worrying about how other people see her. Samantha admits that she has always felt like she does not belong in glamorous places like this, describing herself as the woman who always has a run in her tights or food stuck in her teeth. Zoe looks at her teeth and calmly tells her that she does not see any food there. She urges Samantha to get out of her own head and tells her to stay in a room alone and simply have fun. 3 months pass, and Samantha looks even younger and more beautiful. Her confidence grows, and she becomes much closer to Zoe. The two women begin sharing secrets, and Zoe even reveals that Shannon is not her real last name. Her actual surname is Zilt. Samantha laughs and admits that her own name is not her real name either. For a while, everything seems almost perfect, but then Lydia notices a small black bump growing on Samantha's neck. Dr. Hubert removes the bump and assures Samantha that there is probably nothing to worry about, promising to have it examined. He gives her medication and his number in case she needs help. But as Samantha leaves, she notices someone following her. Soon afterward, 2 police officers arrive at her home asking about Chloe. Chloe has disappeared, and her family has told them that she and Samantha recently reconnected. The officers warn Samantha that if Chloe contacts her, her, she must immediately tell them. Samantha tells Zoe about the visit, but Zoe dismisses the officers as possible competitors trying to frighten her customers or steal information about the clinic. Samantha is not convinced and asks Zoe to find out whether Chloe is safe. Zoe agrees, but Samantha's suspicions grow stronger when she discovers another black bump, this time on her wrist. Then while showering, she finds even more of them spreading across her back. Things become terrifyingly worse the next day. Samantha's skin is itching intensely, and more black bumps have appeared across her legs. Then, during a performance, she suddenly vomits a thick black substance all over her co-star and even covers a nearby journalist. Horrified and confused, Samantha retreats to her dressing room, where Zoe arrives and sees the condition of her body. Samantha shows her the black growths, and Zoe immediately says they will take care of everything. Instead of taking Samantha to a hospital, however, Zoe takes her to her apartment. There, Samantha learns that Dr. Hubert has been fired. When she asks about Chloe, Zoe claims that Chloe has moved to Paris. But Samantha no longer believes anything Zoe says. When Zoe leaves the room, Samantha secretly calls the police officers, hoping they can finally protect her. But the moment she returns, Zoe somehow knows she made a call. Zoe demands to see Samantha's phone, but Samantha refuses and says she wants to go to a hospital. She asks Zoe why she is being kept there, and Zoe insists that Samantha needs someone she can trust. But Samantha has reached the point where she no longer trusts anyone. Then Zoe's real priorities become clear. She warns Samantha that if she goes outside looking like this, it could destroy Zoe's stock prices and damage the Shell brand. Samantha realizes that Zoe is more concerned about her business than Samantha's life. In a burst of desperation, Samantha throws tea into Zoe's face and escapes. Lydia arrives to help her, and together they manage to get away while avoiding Zoe's driver. Samantha then decides to meet the supposed police officers herself, believing they might finally be able to help. But when she meets them, the truth is even more disturbing. The officers reveal that they are also working for Zoe. They claim they can take Samantha somewhere safe and fix her, explaining that this is the same reason they had been searching for Chloe. Samantha realizes she has been trapped from the beginning. Zoe's driver suddenly arrives, and Samantha uses an excuse about going to the bathroom to create an opportunity to escape. One of the officers follows her, but Samantha manages to get away in a taxi. The vehicle is automated and moves painfully slowly, making it seem impossible for her to outrun her pursuers. The officers attempt to overtake her, but their pursuit ends when they crash into a truck. Samantha uses the chaos to escape and immediately heads to the one person she believes might still help her, Dr. Hubert. She shows him the horrifying black growths, and Hubert tells her they are running out of time. Hubert says they need to get back to the clinic, but Samantha refuses and demands that he treat her right there. He gives her painkillers, prepares a strange solution in the bathtub, and places a breathing mask over her face before lowering her into the mixture. Samantha experiences unbearable pain as the treatment begins, but eventually she loses consciousness. When she wakes the following morning, something incredible has happened. The black bumps are completely gone. Hubert brings her breakfast and apologizes, admitting that there were many things about the treatment he never knew. For a brief moment, Samantha believes she may finally be safe, but then she notices a bottle of medication with Chloe's name written on it. Samantha immediately asks Hubert about it, and his answer changes everything. He admits that Chloe came to him for help just like Samantha did, and during that time, the two of them became romantically involved. Hubert tells Samantha that he still loves Chloe, but he refuses to explain what happened to her. Samantha becomes convinced that Chloe is somewhere nearby and starts calling her name. Hubert tries to stop her, but Samantha attacks him with a pocket knife and discovers that Chloe is locked inside another room. Samantha catches only a glimpse of her, but what she sees is enough to terrify her. Before she can understand what has happened, Hubert is suddenly killed by someone attacking him from behind. Samantha is then captured as well. When she regains consciousness, she finds herself facing Shell's lawyer and Dr. Thaddeus Brand, the company's founder. They claim that Chloe is alive and being treated. They also insist that the side effects of the procedure were clearly mentioned in the non-disclosure agreement Samantha signed. But Samantha no longer cares about the agreement. She tells them she intends to expose Shell to the entire world. Just then, Zoe arrives and tries to convince Samantha to stay silent. She warns that exposing the company could destroy Samantha's career and cause her psoriasis to return. Then Shell offers Samantha an irresistible-looking deal: company shares and free treatment for the rest of her life in exchange for keeping quiet. Zoe tells Samantha to accept the offer and argues that she has been given the opportunity to become a powerful woman who can finally achieve her full potential. But Samantha refuses to be controlled by the promise of beauty. She questions why she should care so much about looking amazing in the first place. She finally understands how Zoe's entire business has been built around making people believe that their appearance determines their worth. Samantha calls Zoe by her real name, Zoe Zilt, and rejects the offer completely. At this point, the truth about Chloe is finally revealed. Zoe has her brought into the room, while Dr. Brand explains that Chloe's body reacted differently to the treatment. In Chloe's unique case, the LOBSTER enzymes completely overpowered her human cells. The result is horrifying. Chloe has transformed into a gigantic lobster-like creature. Shell believes she is safer kept inside the clinic, away from the outside world. Samantha can barely process what she is seeing, but Chloe recognizes her. She moves towards Samantha, and Zoe believes the glass separating them will be strong enough to contain her. She is horribly mistaken. Chloe smashes through the glass and breaks free, unleashing her rage against the people responsible for what happened to her. She kills Dr. Brandon the lawyer, giving Samantha the chance to escape. Samantha runs for her life while Zoe chases after her. During the escape, Samantha discovers Lydia locked inside the facility and immediately frees her. But they barely have time to react before Zoe's driver arrives. Chloe attacks him and kills him, giving Samantha and Lydia another chance to run. Zoe refuses to give up and begins searching the building with an electric taser, determined to stop Samantha before she can expose Shell. She tells Samantha that she was actually the person who got her cast in the movie because, without Shell's treatment, no one would ever have hired her again. Samantha realizes just how deeply Zoe has manipulated her entire career. She attacks Zoe from behind, but before she can finish the confrontation, Chloe appears once again, moving toward them with terrifying determination. Zoe desperately hides inside a glass treatment tube, believing the enclosure will protect her from Chloe. She locks herself inside and activates the system, hoping the machinery will keep the creature away. But Chloe approaches the controls and turns the system on. Zoe begins screaming Samantha's name, desperately calling for help as the lasers inside the tube activate. Samantha watches as Zoe is trapped inside the machine she used to transform and control other people's bodies. The treatment lasers burn through Zoe, and she dies inside the glass tube. The terrifying reign of Shell's founder finally comes to an end, while Samantha survives the nightmare that nearly destroyed her life. Chloe, however, remains transformed, a living reminder of the horrifying consequences hidden behind Shell's miracle treatment. After the chaos finally ends, the story jumps forward in time. Samantha is once again working as an actress, but her life has changed dramatically. She has exposed the Shell company and revealed the horrifying truth about its treatment to the world. Despite everything, the company continues operating profitably, showing just how powerful and deeply established the business has become. But Samantha herself is no longer obsessed with meeting the impossible standards that once controlled her life. She no longer sees every imperfection as something that must be fixed. Her experiences with Zoe, Chloe, Hubert, and the Shell treatment have completely changed the way she approaches her career and her appearance. Yet there is still one wonderfully familiar detail that remains exactly the same. Samantha is still living her life as an actress, but now she does so without constantly worrying about looking perfect. If you enjoyed this movie recap, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you can be the first to never miss another epic movie recap. And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments and check out more videos on the channel for another unforgettable movie story.